Back at it again. We got a new Trump ad, baby. Yeah, you know, these are always good. Always good. And boy, were they quick with this one. Hey, they were quick. They made this quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And hey, shout out to every single one of you guys that always comes through, hits the like button, leaves a comment, even if it's just for the algorithm. I greatly appreciate every single last one of you guys. And shout out to everybody that leaves a super thanks. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate you. And everyone shares these videos, right? Because this channel doesn't grow without the help of you guys. So thank you guys so much. Continue to share the videos. If you don't know how to do so, it's the arrow button down below. You can click it. It will allow you to copy this link. You can paste it anywhere you like, on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, wherever. You can even send it via text message or via email to anybody you like. So thank you. And with that being said, let's dive in.
It's official. Joe Biden mishandled classified documents, and now his two-tier justice system is on full display. The Department of Justice found Joe retained and disclosed classified documents, including matters of national security and intelligence sources and methods. He put America's national security at risk and then lied about it.
I did not share classified information. I did not share.
And after all that, Biden's special counsel still declined to indict him because he was, quote, an elderly man with a poor memory and diminished faculties who didn't even remember when he was vice president. Joe Biden, unfit to stand trial, unfit to lead America.
He's definitely unfit, which is why I wanted him on the ballot in November, and we'll get him off then. We don't need to push Joe Biden off the ticket any earlier than that. Okay, we don't need to push him out of office any earlier than that, because of course, you know, Republicans have, or some have been screaming, like Marjorie Taylor Greene and like Congresswoman Claudia Tenney have been saying we need to 25th amend him, get him out of office ASAP. And I'm like, oh, no. Keep him in. We've got Democrats beat right now. We've got them beat. We should not bail them out. Don't bail them out. They told us Joe Biden was good. He was fit. He was great. He was running this country. This man was strong. He had it. And now they're admitting the truth. So let's not bail them out. Let's let the ship sink. Don't pull them into port. No, let them stay out to sea and sink, you know. But I've also got the street interview that I want to check out with you guys. Goodness gracious, check it out.
Old to be president?
Oh, absolutely.
Joe Biden too old to be president?
Oh, absolutely.
He's feeble and he's incapable of completing a sentence or a rational thought.
Its cognitive skills seems like it's not there, not 100%. So I'm a little afraid of that.
That worries you?
Yeah. For the state of the world, definitely.
I'm just not bothered by his age. I don't know.
He be forgetting things, saying things over and over. And as I read yesterday, he's talking about a person that already had passed away.
Does that inspire confidence in you?
No.
And I have to say this, it's not the age. It's not the age, right? Because that's what a lot of people are focusing on, is Joe Biden's age. And that's, of course, what, you know, leftist media is focusing on, because it kind of gives them a way to go at Trump as well, because Joe Biden and Trump are close to the same age. And I have to say this, it's not the age, right? It's not that. It's the cognitive decline, right? The physical and mental decline. It's not the age. There's plenty of folks that are old that are in great shape, great condition. Mental capacity is completely there. Physically, all there. Like I've seen some specimens. like, whoa, my goodness, you know? And as I've said before, getting old is a beautiful thing. Getting old is a beautiful thing, because we all know, every single last one of us knows some folks who didn't get to see, you know, any old ages. I know some folks that won't even get to see the age of 25, let alone 30. We ain't even talking about 80, right? So getting old is a beautiful thing, but it's not the age itself. It's the mental decline, right? He's clearly not all there. I don't care. He could be 100 years old. If you're mentally there and you're physically there enough to, do day-to-day tasks, right? Like Joe Biden, like he looks like he has a hard time just walking. You know what I mean? But if you're mentally all there and physically you're there enough, right? Like Trump, I don't care if you're 120. I'd vote for you because it's not the age. It's not age. Are you still here? Is the light bulb still on or is it blinking? You know what I'm saying? You got to hit it one time to make sure it stays on. That's what I'm saying, But y'all let me know in the comment section if you agree.
Joe Biden too old?
Well, kind of, yes, he is.
He's not running our country at the end of the day. It's everybody else running our country that tells him he's a puppet, So that's just my personal opinion.
Is Joe Biden too old to be president?
My dad is his age, yes. So based on that, yes.
Mine too. Is Joe Biden too old?
Yes, he's up there.
What do you think? Is Joe Biden too old to be president?
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
You heard the guy speak. He's kind of out there.
Are you worried about Joe Biden's age?
He's okay. Kind of old, but he's fine.
I'm worried about my own age. Love that last guy, worried about his own age. And look, a couple takeaways. One, it's New York City. You could literally have a corpse, no joke there, I'll let you read into that, run against Donald Trump, and they're going to vote for the corpse. So you have to take that into account. But what stood out to me, you notice certain things are making it through, even for those who may watch the mainstream media or no media at all. The fact that Joe Biden talked about somebody who was dead multiple times. You heard that sneak through. And it's this overall notion of who is pulling the strings. If that makes it into the swing states more so than in just the Trump voters' minds, that is where the Democrats have trouble.
They're already in trouble. They're already in trouble. That's already known. That's already known. So once again, and I'm going to keep hammering this, we should not bail them out. We should not bail them out. Like, just take a look at this.
This brand new poll of registered voters. Note, it's registered voters, not likely voters, not yet. Our political director, David Chalian, joins us. And the big headline here, David, Trump leads Biden, but it's just barely outside the margin of error.
Just barely outside. This is going to be a close race, Jake. Take a look at our brand new numbers from this poll conducted by SSRS. Donald Trump at 49% among registered voters. Joe Biden at 45%. As you noted, just outside the margin of error. That is a narrow lead for Donald Trump. And I want you to see how stable this race has been since we last polled at the end of October, beginning of November. It's identical. Neither candidate has moved. That was a 49-45 race at the time as well. Take a look at how Governor Haley matches up against Joe Biden in a hypothetical general election. There's no doubt she will like this poll number. 52% support among registered voters, a majority there for Nikki Haley, to 39% for Joe Biden, a 13 percentage point lead for Nikki Haley. She's been touting this on the campaign trail, but she's got to get there. And the nomination race among Republicans is a lot trickier for her. This is saying among Republican and Republican-leaning voters, who's your preference to win the presidential nomination in 2024? 70% of Republican and Republican leaders say Donald Trump. Only 19% say Nikki Haley, Jake.
So if it ends up a Biden-Trump rematch, how do voters feel about that?
Not great. Both of these men are deeply unpopular with the American people. Look at their favorable ratings compared to their unfavorable ratings. They are both significantly underwater, 39% favorable, 34% favorable for Joe Biden. I also want you to look at what is motivating each gentleman's voters. This is a complete inverse of each other. Donald Trump is the factor in this race, Jake. Among Biden supporters, 68% say they're voting for Joe Biden because they're against Donald Trump. They're against his opponent, not for Joe Biden. It is the reverse for Trump voters. 60% of Trump supporters say they're voting for Trump to be for him. Only 40% say they're voting for him to be against Joe Biden. We also asked about their policy views. How do Americans see them? 61% of registered voters say they see Biden's policies and views as generally mainstream. Only 37% say that about Donald Trump. How about too extreme? Well, 38% say that about Joe Biden, that his policies and views are too extreme. But nearly 2/3, 63% of registered voters say that Donald Trump's policies are too extreme. And just look at Joe Biden's standing overall in his approval rating, a key marker we look at with incumbent presidents. He's at 38% approval. And Jake, you can see over time, Joe Biden's been operating for the better part of the last year in a 4-point band. He really just hasn't moved that much. His numbers in approval overall are stubbornly low.
So basically, the poll shows that voters don't like the other guy, but they also have deep reservations about their own guy.
Yeah, and we asked an open-ended question, Jake, to partisans on each side about concerns that they may have about their preferred candidate. So among Republican and Republican-leaning voters, we said, what's your biggest concern about Trump as a presidential candidate? Well, the number one answer, 19% of them said they don't have any concerns. 15% said his tact, his mouth, what he says. 8% opposition attacks, and you see it goes down from there. For Joe Biden, it's much more clear what the concerns are that Democrats and Democratic leaners have. 46% of them say Joe Biden's age is the concern that they have about his candidacy. Only 9% say they have no concerns. And you see the economy, Israel and the Middle East, mental.
40, half say his age. And what recently happened with the special counsel doesn't do anything to bring that number down. It does everything to bring it up, though. The special counsel said he was mentally unfit to stand trial, basically. And so why should we bail them out? They lost. It's a losing game for them at this point. They are trying everything to get out of or squirm out of this situation. And I don't think we should allow them to. We should not assist them in that in their pursuit to get out from under the big boulder of Joe Biden, right? The big cumbersome weight boat anchor of Joe Biden, right? They're stuck out at sea. They can't go anywhere. They're just stranded, stuck. So we should leave them. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about that Trump ad as well. Talk to me. Peace and love. I'm out.